him down. The rumble from turn for Higgins, looking him over. Green flag flies, down come. Into turn one on the inside, Bobby Hackle. Yellow lights coming out on the Speedway. Matt Higgins not happy with the start. Outside, keep an eye on Roy. Rapid Roy shoots off the banking of turn two.
Roy Bridge in a number 2 spot, but the lead down the back straightaway belongs to Jason Goff. Goff out in front, but being pressured heavily now. We've got cars scrambling up in turn number 4. They separate okay, and they go 3 wide here in the front straightaway.
Down the front chute, the race is back there for second as Roy Bridge on the outside. We got one out of shape on the inside down here in turn 1. That's Art Collins. Brian Terrain also getting a little out of shape here. Everybody going to make it away okay.
They all gather it up. We stay green flag racing as your leaders work into the west end. And Jason Goff, the Goff Racing 119, goes the way.
Place, a second-generation driver, Bobby Hackle. He rides right there in second, third spot. Now to move through Chris Kakosa. Kakosa steps it down in third spot. Roy Bridge in fourth, and here comes Ronnie Blake.
Ron Blake and the Flynn's Pharmacy 44 are zipping to the inside, trying to find something down underneath the Saxton Sign Corporation S-Car. Roy Bridge can't do it in turn 4, pulls it back in line.
That's the way they run your first 5 cars down the line. And Johnny Gray rides back there in 6th. Defending champion George is now going to try to work in the backside of Gray as Marcus rides 7th.
Car up against the wall off of turn 2. That was the S-Car of Roy Bridge. As a result, he loses 3 running positions and drops back here. Field coming around, still in the pitch, Jason Goff.
Goff going to bring it down off the stripe once again. Bobby Hackle rides there in second. Chris Kakosa starting to apply pressure. Kakosa going to look down to the inside. Hackle on the outside.
Petrucci power under the hood of the 00 car of Chris Kakosa. And the youngster out of Springfield, Massachusetts, works on the second-generation driver, Bobby Hackle. A great race for second place.
These 2 competitors battle for that runner-up spot. That's allowing Jason Goff to pull out some room between himself and them as Jason Goff trying to motor away on the point.
And a good side-to-side battle in the race for 4th place here as well between Ron Blake and our defending track champion, George Marcus. Blake has got that 4th spot. Marcus back to 5th. Jason Goff continues to lead here in the front straightaway.
That second place battle, still a side-by-side battle at yellow lights on the Speedway. Yellow lights out on the Speedway for an incident up here between turn 3 and 4. Tandem now stepping it down up out of turn 4. Jason Goff is in control. Down off of turn 4 they come. Green flag flies. Goff on the outside. Now Kakosa on the inside takes it away. Chris Kakosa takes the lead away in turn 1 and rockets off of turn 2 down the back chute.
Chris Kakosa on the lead and Jason Goff back to second spot. Bobby Hackle now working on the inside lane. And behind them they go side to side with George Marcus and Ronnie Blake wheel to wheel.
That's the way they run down the front stretch, and your top 5 cars all right together there, but Chris Kakosa a little bit of daylight ahead as he makes his way out of turn 2 at about a 7-car length lead on second place car.
Second place is Jason Goff. Third place now is Ron Blake. He made the outside lane start working for him as he took the Flynn's Pharmacy Northeastern Racing Supply 44 around a couple of competitors to get up to that third place spot.
Experience starting to work its way towards the front now as the master George Marcus rides in 4th position. He'll go to work on Blake now.
Pushing down the back straightaway, Marcus and the Marcus Brothers Racing 91M now in the number 4 spot. The defending track champion working hard on Ronnie Blake as Blake has got that place position.
Right now up front, it's all Chris Kakosa as he wheels the stand in France, Texaco. Number 00 off the turn 2, the comfortable margin.
A car that has come deep from the starting pack. He started 14th on the field as last Saturday night's winner, Todd Wilkinson. Wilkinson aboard the Captain Toss Seafood Tattoo Machine number 47, now cracked the top 5.
This race now halfway through, 10 laps down, 10 laps remain here in his Sportsman featurette. Now things starting to unfurl as we get to the second half of this event.
Chris Kakosa, your leader, with a comfortable advantage over second place man Jason Goff. Ron Blake races 3rd. George Marcus running in 5th. It's Todd Wilkinson.
Down the front chute they run up into turn 1 now. Kakosa continues to pull out ground on that second place car. Battle heating up now for 3rd as Marcus gets down to the inside. Blake going to battle him as they run side by side.
Briefly side by side as George Marcus is up to test Ronnie Blake for position. Marcus on the inside, he had to check it up that time, getting loose in turn 3. And he does gather it up, hangs on to the spot, but loses a little bit of ground.
That group of 3rd, 4th, and 5th place cars all running right together. Ronnie Blake, George Marcus, and Todd Wilkinson. That's where the action sits right now on the Speedway.
It is great racing action in the Sportsman division for those spots. And now Todd Wilkinson going to try it down low. And George Marcus can't quite keep it all the way downstairs, however, has to pull it back in line in 5th spot.
Another car to keep your eye on now, making his way towards the front, the Tornabine Auto Sales, number 35, Wayne Jelly. Jelly sits just outside the top 5, making his way towards the front.
In the meanwhile, your leader is up in turn 4, now charging down the front straightaway. Chris Kokosa with a half a straightaway lead over your 2nd place man, Jason Goff.
Goff now going to feel some pressure from Ronnie Blake. Blake pitches it into turn 1. Jason Goff going to lift here a bit in turn 2. That's going to allow Blake to get a run, but still remaining the same.
That great racing action we saw a few laps ago for 3rd place is now going to be the same great racing action for 2nd place, as this group of cars is now bunched up with Jason Goff leading them down the front straightaway.
Just 5 laps remain here in this Rupp Reynolds Sportsman feature event. And now it's going to start to get do or die time right through the 2nd through 6th position.
Chris Kokosa, the stand in for Texaco, sponsored 00, everything running his way now. He's got a comfortable margin. The action is back here for 2nd through 5th.
Back there, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th place cars, and then right outside the top 5 is the 35 of Wayne Jelly. But that battle continues to run up in 2nd and 3rd, 4th, and 5th position.
Blake and George Marcus touch a bit that time going down the back straightaway. They pull single file, then they double it up into turns 3 and 4. Ronnie Blake wants to go high. George Marcus low. Jason Goff right in the middle of the groove.
Chris Kokosa up on the point is loving this action back behind him as these competitors are busy battling each other. Kokosa's got it on cruise and pulling away from this pack.
Kokosa continues to pull away and open up his lead. In the meanwhile, Ronnie Blake has just gotten around 2nd place man Jason Goff. Ronnie Blake, you do 2nd place car. Goff back to 3rd. George Marcus 4th. Todd Wilkinson 5th, but getting heavy pressure from Wayne Jelly.
Jelly down on the inside now, pitches it down to the low side tattoo machine. Jelly going to try and crack the top 5 as that group of cars all right together make their way down the back chute.
They're going to sort it out because Chris Kokosa is coming to the front straightaway, and we've got yellow in the Speedway. Holy cow, we're going to go caution on the racing surface here as these cars got together running so tightly.
0 will now watch the end of this one from the other side of the wall. But he'll be back next week to try it over again. Right now, we're back to racing. Green flag flies, and Ronnie Blake is on a mission. Ron Blake burying his right foot in the accelerator down the front chute, going to lead him off of turn 2 down the backstretch.
Ronnie Blake trying to open up some ground, and he does so in a long straightaway here. George Marcus, though, going to close up ground in the corners as Blake leads off of turn number 4. The white flag flying, 1 to go.
Down the front stretch they come. Blake for the final circuit here in this feature event. Your 2nd place man, Marcus, seems to be getting there in position. Jelly now with a strong hold on 3rd. See if he can make a run on Marcus.
Jason Goff making contact with the retaining wall on the back straightaway. That's going to bring out yellow. Caution coming out. No finish here. Caution coming out for the Goff Racing 119. A good run for Jason Goff coming.
And right now, Ronnie Blake's going to lead him up into turn 3 with Marcus on his back bumper, Jelly in tow. Through turn 3 and 4, looking for the green as they come out of turn 4. Higgins waves the green, and once again, Ronnie Blake walks away from this pack into turn 1. 2nd place car is Marcus. Now Jelly drops down low. Marcus rides in 2nd, Jelly in 3rd as they rumble down the backstretch.
Ron Blake leads him down for the final time. A nice, comfortable margin over 2nd place man George Marcus. Here's Wayne Jelly with a bid for that 2nd spot. They'll come off of turn 4 for the finish.
Down the checkers this time by, and Ronnie Blake picks up the win. Marcus comes across the line 2nd. Jelly in for 3rd place. 4th spot will go to Wilkinson, and Butch McWirt rounds out your top 5.